Jella too. And our host, Vincent Van Dahl.
And he brings it to ya!
Creature features and all creatures and all creatures. And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. 'Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, E.T., The Blob, Starman, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Cocoon, The Day the Earth Stood Still, Invaders from Mars, Men in Black, Signs, Species 1, 2, and 3, The Thing, and Zontar, the Thing from Venus. All these films involve aliens coming to Earth. But the most famous and fabulous of them all, which incidentally we shall present to you tonight, is the fabulous Wavelength from 1983.
That film is a travesty. It does not merit the adjective fabulous.
Oh, nonsense, Mr. Livingston. I'll have you know that it's nothing less than a masterpiece. So, even the ghosts didn't like this film. Well, do convey to them that they should close their gaping yaps and stop watching my movies. After all, they're bloody dead. Persuade them to go into the light or something. Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. The grumbling skeptic on my starboard side would be my otherwise pleasant and benevolent butler, Mr. Livingston. And on the port side, we have my psychically sweet ward, the alarmingly destructive Miss Tangella. And have we a wonderful show in store for you. As I mentioned exactly 101 words ago, tonight we will showcase Wavelength from 1983. Despite the bleeding grumblings of the spirits in this household, both dead and living, this is a wonderful film which embodies one of my favorite film and television motifs, aliens and UFOs. You see, when I was a grade school lad living in Luton, I would rush home every day before supper to view the evening broadcast of Jerry Anderson's UFO series on BBC Two at 6 p.m. It was a relatively new series back then, and no one had ever seen anything quite like it. As I'd always been a fan of the Super Marionation shows like Thunderbirds and Supercar and Fireball XL5, it was natural that I would gravitate to the Andersons' newest offering. Let alone given the fact that I'd always been fascinated with the concept of UFOs and the possibility of people from another world visiting our own. Particularly if the part of the world they chose to visit happened to be in the English countryside, where I whiled away many days building and flying kites with my mates, and we would compete to see who could raise their kite higher and... It's a pity the two of you don't find yourself this weary when you have a snide remark. Or when you decide to explode the commode on some poor unsuspecting cameraman attempting to take a short break to relieve himself. In any case, we'll serve my cohorts some caffeine and make our way to the other end of the parlor for the show. As for you, our friends at home, we'll see you on the other side of the break. And don't go away, because it's going to be another night of extraterrestrial fright right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Micromat, making products that keep your Macintosh running at its best.
Welcome to Creature Features. You know, we need to have like some kind of band, like play music for the Welcome to Creature Feature part? No?
They play in the beginning.
No, I mean like a marching band.
Oh,
No, it'd be nice. You know, the uniforms and the bloke with a big drum that goes like this.
those are symbols.
He's not enthusiastic about this show as I am, but I'm enthusiastic that you're here with us because we're going to have a fun night tonight. We've got a great movie. No guest, but Tangela is like a guest, right? She's guest-like. She keeps us guessing what she's going to do next. So she'll be with us. We'll have Andrew up in a bit, and we'll talk with Mr. Livingston about things. How are you, old mate?
I'm quite well, thank you.
Yeah, he was dozing off during my commencement. You know, I think I need to get him some tea or some coffee or some other stimulant. No doze.
Tea, Earl Grey
No,
hot.
we'll get you some no doze.
What is that?
It's a pill you take so you don't sleep while you're driving. I think it's all caffeine. Anyways, we're going to watch Wavelength from 1983 tonight. This is a fun film. It's got Robert Carradine in it. And, you know, there's so many Carradines, I do not know one from the other, but he, I believe, is from the same Carradine clan. And he's in it. And then there's the nice lady. And Keenan Wynn, is that his name, Tom? Keenan Wynn? Right. Keenan Wynn's in it. He was in all those Disney films. You didn't watch Disney films when you were a child.
No.
There was no Disney when he was a child. He's an old guy. But Keenan Wynn is in it, and who else? Some other famous people, and then aliens. There's like little aliens. So it's going to be a fun film. And we're going to chat with Tangela, and Tangela's going to tell us about her day. But first, let's get this movie started, and then when we come back, we'll do something fun. So don't go away. We're starting Wavelength right now.
Shut up, Frank. There's nothing out there.
Frank. Frank, get in the car. Hey, man, what is this, another day off? Come on, Frank. Okay, you're fired. Report to the head dog.
Any other time, Bobby might have realized that something weird was happening. I guess he had too many other problems in his life to notice all the little things that didn't fit. For the past couple of years, he'd been holed up in the canyon. Burned out, beat up, and over the hill at 27. But now he was writing again, and his old buddies were helping him steal a little studio time.
Jesus Christ.
Early for you, Gordon? I'll take this.
Vince, give me the tape.
Glad you did. But first, let's talk about the 32 grand you owed me from the last album.
I told you before, I'm telling you now. I'm gonna pay that bill. I'm gonna pay everybody in town.
Talk to my lawyer.
My problem is, I can spot tormented souls at a distance of about 500 yards. I've got, I guess you could say, sense about some things.
But
Hey, Maestro. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Have you been working out again?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's great. And who is this lovely young creature?
Iris Longacre.
Hello, Iris Longacre. I'm Marvin Horn.
Nice to meet you.
Look, Bobby, I want you to call me tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Here, this is my private number, and we'll go to lunch or something, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good seeing you.
See you, Marv.
Bye.
Cheers.
You can never escape the attention of your fellow artists.
Who makes you think I'm an artist?
He was an artist, all right. We spent a weekend in Mexico proving the point.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Iris, this is Dan.
Hello, Dan.
What's the matter, Pop?
He's decided he doesn't like you anymore.
You got $50.
What is this, a stick-up?
I need a new rock drill.
What, are you going back out to the desert?
Let's say we cut out the small talk.
Smallpox is what I live for. Hey, where you been? I ain't seen you around.
You know that shack of yours down a little place? I'll pay you $50.
Dan, if we could get $50, I could make a lot of sense. Consider it a loan.
You know, if you are dumb enough to loan a prospector money, you're a lot worse off than you think.
What is that down there?
Well, that place belongs to the government. Frank, what are you looking at? like this ever happened to you before?
Look, Bobby, I am not crazy, and I don't normally hear the cry of bats.
Hey,
Don't look at me like that.
maybe it's a radio signal. I read about a guy that used to pick up broadcasts and a filling in his tooth.
That was a radio broadcast. It was coming from outer Mongolia.
Was there more than one voice?
They weren't voices. They were more like thoughts.
You mean a foreign language?
Not language, just thoughts. Look, if you could imagine a whale crying for help, you'd be way off. That's the best I can do.
Guests of the show stay at Hotel E on Courthouse Square in Santa Rosa.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We are still watching Wavelength, 1983. Yeah, you're starting to like this film, are you not?
What gave you that opinion?
You're watching it. You're actually watching it. You're not just poo-pooing it.
Well, I have to, don't I?
Yeah. There's a severe deficit of enthusiasm in this household, but that's not my fault. That's not your fault. That's their fault. So, Robert Carradine, I think he's actually playing the guitar. I don't think it was dubbed in. He's not bad. He's not good. But
Talented family.
No, talented actors. I don't know about guitarists. No, I think he should stick with a thespian line of work. And I should probably talk because look at me, sitting in front of a camera instead of playing my guitar. Yeah, there's no saying it goes, shut up and play your guitar, and it's something that both I and Robert Carradine should practice, right?
There's a reason why you gave it up.
No, that's true. It's a good reason. Anyways, how are you, my dear? You having a good day? No? What happened?
She's angry with Andrew, but she won't tell me why.
Well, she's always angry with Andrew. We should call him Hangry, because she's always angry at Andrew.
But she's hangry then.
Yeah, well, that poor bloke gets so much wrath from you. We're going to lose him if you keep doing this up. Whether, he died. No, I don't know if you know how to fix the roof on this household. But no, he will not climb on the roof. He'll soil his uniform.
I will call someone.
No, I cannot fix. You will have to climb on the roof with a hammer and shingles and fix the roof. Probably due to a hole that you put into it. Explosives. Yeah, we need to get her off the explosives.
Well, she's got a new hobby now, sending skulls to people.
If she got into mummification, that would be nice, because that could be useful for something, right?
Mummification.
Right. Mummifying things.
We have enough dead bodies around. Oh.
Well, I know, but if they were neatly wrapped, it would be a lot more presentable than just this.
I mean, like in a museum.
Exactly. It'd be we could buy her some sarcophagi for her birthday. And she could store them in there. It would be neat.
She'll sleep in it, probably.
She would. Anyways, let's get back to this film because it's a good movie, and you guys probably are sick of listening to us, and it's a wonderful film. So we'll see you soon, and we got to do letters next, right?
Indeed.
All right. And we'll be back with letters, so don't go away. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Feel anything?
It doesn't happen all the time. Every once in a while. I don't get anything now.
Let's go up here.
No.
Come on, Iris, for Christ's sake. Warning, controlled area. Entry prohibited without the permission of commander of Lookout Mountain Air Force Station. Personnel entering this area agreed to a search of their vehicle and or person if directed by the above commander.
Bobby,
What?
let's go.
Listen, the Air Force abandoned this place 15 years ago.
Bobby, I'm starting to feel it again.
There's nobody here. What are you feeling? Iris, tell me.
This place was abandoned 15 years ago. Why are all the fences still in perfect condition? And in the guardhouse in the window, did you see it? There's a plant in the window. Plants need to be watered.
Look, Iris, there's probably some real simple explanation for this.
All I know is I get this. Whatever it is I get when I get close to it. It's like trying to eat lunch while someone's drowning.
What if that's a creature from the Black Lagoon and it comes up here some night and eats me up? Now, how are you going to handle that?
Don't make fun of Mother Nature.
I'm not making fun. You come around here and you tell me that you hear a whale crying for help and then you get insulted when I ask you a couple of questions. You're not even willing to hang around and check it out.
I thought I told you to never come down here with no strangers. Did you bring water?
I brought whiskey instead.
Big deal.
Nice view.
Not for sale.
Relax, Dan. I won't bite.
That is the least of my worries. You know, I don't know what you're after, but it can't be very important.
Have you seen anything unusual around here, Dan?
Did I see anything unusual? Well, there is Beverly Hills. And there are the Hollywood Hills. And right down at the bottom of this hill is Sunset Boulevard. Have I seen anything unusual? I made my own tea. If you don't like it, don't drink it.
Hey, Dan, how long has that place been here?
1942, at the Pearl Harbor. That was the headquarters of Western Defense.
Why did they put it up there? I mean, up in the canyon.
1942, we didn't know how to kill ourselves with atomic radiation. If you wanted to drop a regular bomb on that building, you had to have a heading to the south. You didn't have to land right in the middle of the building, do any damage at all. Walls were 5 or 6 feet thick. And it went right down through the whole mountain.
You mean that place goes underground?
5 or 6 stories.
But why did they go to all that trouble?
Secrecy. Nobody knew it was there. Nobody bothered to look. Can you imagine looking for a military base in the middle of the Hollywood Hills?
How come you know so much about this place?
I helped build it. I was working a claim on the Anza Borrego. This fellow come along. He's looking for mining engineers. That was the first time I knew there was a war on. And of course, after a while, we found out that I knew a hell of a lot more about mining operations than those pistons from West Point. We dug out the whole inside of that mountain. We had tunnels going one way and the other way.
Tunnels?
Yeah, tunnels. Air shafts, ventilation. There's some of them still up on the mountain, right up on this side of the hill.
son of a bitch. Just go all the way to that underground complex.
Well, it wouldn't make much sense to build it halfway, would it?
Bobby. I'm hearing it again.
Again what?
Let me borrow your lantern.
None of your life.
You're not going in there.
I just want to go in a little ways.
Well, at least wait until daylight.
Iris, it doesn't matter if it's night or day. It's underground.
Well, you're not gonna borrow my lantern. What if you fell in a hole or something? What would it do for a lantern?
I got a lantern back at the house.
Yeah, turn a little bastard.
How long have you been hearing them?
About 2 weeks.
It's not a through street. Look, let's just go on until we see some reason to turn back, okay?
This looks like a good reason. Oh, God.
Wait here.
No.
Stay close. I guess once they got this stuff in here, they couldn't get it out.
Bobby,
What?
it's coming from somewhere in there.
Well, what is it?
It's horrible, Bobby. Let's get out of here.
Look, maybe somebody got trapped down here. Come on. Are you staying?
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, God!
What is it, Iris?
What the hell was that? We're checking, Captain. Everything rolling?
Anytime.
All right.
Here we go, proceeding at 21:19.
I'm making the initial incision along the lines that would normally be from the sternal notch to the symphysis pubis. The texture of the skin surface is smooth, but extremely resistant to the scalpel.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to the show. We will get back to Wavelength shortly, but we need to do our mail, right?
Indeed.
It's mail day, and we've got all kinds of mail, and we have to read it, because if you guys send us mail, it is required by the rules of the corporation that runs the show that we should read the mail. I lie, but no, just to be nice, we should read it, right?
Right.
What do you got for me, sir?
A postcard.
A postcard. I love postcards. What do we have on the front? Okay, everybody down the rabbit hole.
Alice, I believe.
That is supposed to be Alice, but she's drinking something. It's beer, I think. All right, what do we got? This is from whom? Laura. She does not say where. Let's find out. Hi, I've been watching Creature Features since the 70s with Bob Wilkins and then Elvira. You should have her on as a guest. She looks fantastic. You know, I used to be friends with her. I've mentioned this on before, and once I started doing this show, she stopped taking my calls. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
It's a mystery. I saw her on the New to Tell the Truth. Hey, Vincent, is that you singing and playing piano in the intro? Am I singing and playing? No, I'm playing the organ in the intro. And then singing is our friend Zetro from the band Exodus.
Yes.
You know, he sings for Exodus, you know.
Yes.
He's not just like the brain and the leader. He's like the singer as well. He doesn't know anything about rock and roll.
I believe it's heavy metal.
Heavy metal? No, it's called death metal, I think, because people die when they go and watch his show because it's so loud. Their eardrums burst and they die. And she laughs out, "You look like a rocking dude. Thanks, Laura. I used to look like a rocking dude. Now I look like an old man who dresses like a young man. It's rather sad. But thanks for the kind words, Laura." Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Something from Martinez.
Martinez.
It's open on the side.
It's open on the side. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is nicely opened. I know she didn't open it this time. She always tears them open. All right, what do we got? There's all kinds of things in here. All right, that's empty. We take that. And what have we got here? Oh my! You know, I love these kinds of notes. All right, so here's a card for Martinez Truck and Auto Sales. Now, if I need a truck or an auto one day, I shall call you. And a $50 bill, American bill. No, that goes to me. You're stealing my money. All right, and this is from Becky, Max, and Kingsley the dog from Martinez Truck and Auto. And they say, "Dear Tangela, Mr. Livingston, and Vince, my husband and I love to watch you every Saturday night. We basically have a date night with all of you." Well, that's wonderful. You know, it's nice to be taken on a date every now and then.
I was unaware.
Well, no, it's a thing. Just go with it. We own a small car dealership in the Bay Area and would love if you could show the movie called The Car. Can we get that one? The Car? Maybe? We'll see. We'll try. If you can't show it, our runner-up would be Son of Blob. But we haven't even shown The Blob yet, have we? Now, I think we have to show The Blob before we can show Son of Blob, unless Son of Blob comes first.
How does one tell the gender?
I don't know. We're hoping to see this little donation used wisely. Perhaps a new creepy doll for Tangela. She has enough of those. Thank you, no. No. We hope things are foggy and gloomy for you in Bodega. Yes, they are. You know, it's actually windy today. But, you know, they keep saying there's going to be fire. Imagine that, fire already, this time of year.
Quite.
We don't need no fires. All right, next up, we've got a note from Todd Beischel. Is that right?
Beischel.
Beischel. Todd Beischel from Tomales, California. That's close to us.
Tomales?
Yes.
I don't think so.
20 miles south of Bodega Bay is Tomales, maybe less. All right. He goes, Dear Vince, this note isn't for you, but I hope you'll read it in case the recipient watches your show. Dear Blondie with the dark brown eyes who is in the produce department of Whole Foods Bodega Bay last Saturday afternoon. You were trying to find the ripest tomatoes you could. I was trying to find a head of lettuce that didn't have any snails on it. Our eyes met for a brief moment, and in that small fraction of time, I saw the beginnings of a wonderful life together. Let's get together and make a salad. I'll bring the dressing and you... This is ridiculous. Todd. Yeah, if we get any more nuts from Todd, yeah. No more nuts from Todd.
Shredder.
Right.
And here's the last bit.
Last one. Oh, it's a big box.
Yes,
This
indeed.
is... You're going to have to help me, Mr. Livingston. All right. Who is this from? I cannot tell from the... Oh, no. Here I can see Vivian Reed in Frisco, Texas. Frisco, Texas. There's a Frisco in Texas. Oh, my... There's all kinds of wonderful things in here. Oh, my goodness. Well, first, let's get this out of the way, and this out of the way, and this out of the way, and this out of the way. And, oh, here's the juicy part. This is the part I want to see. Well, let me get this out. Let's look at this. A large tin and a smaller... No. There's something in here. It says Tangela. So wait. This small thing here, and there's this small thing here. This is rather decorative as it is. And then this is for Tangela. I imagine that might be candy of some kind. And this I shall give back to you, my friend. Look at this wonderful... Did you see this card?
Quite nice.
This isn't... No, look. It's got the blue lady inside. And it's got a goat on the back. This is... And, you know, I think this was handmade.
How is the blue lady inside?
Well, she must have gotten a photograph, and it's rather nice. Take a look.
It's interesting.
It's beautiful. All right, and what do we got for a letter? Here it is. And it goes. All right, lot to read here. She goes, Greetings, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Livingston, and Miss Tangela. Apologies in advance for not doing a handwritten letter. No, thank you for not doing a handwritten letter because I wouldn't have been able to read it. My handwriting is so awful that I can't even read it myself. Plus, I thought a larger font might be easier on your eyes. Well, this is kind of, what is this, 10-point type?
11.
It's 11-point type. All right, that works for me. I came across your program on YouTube a month or so ago and became instantly hooked. I absolutely love your style, your home, your guests, and your movie picks. And I just adore creepy old things. I thought I had seen just about every thriller movie made, but evidently not. I'm working my way backwards on YouTube to watch all your episodes. Thus far, I made it back to Snow Beast. That's some time back.
That's a while ago.
It's been a long time since we showed Snow Beast, right? All right. One movie I'd highly recommend that you watch is The Fearless Vampire Killers from 1967. Directed by Roman Polanski and starring Sharon Tate, it's a campy comedy horror and fabulous. Whether you're able to share it on the show is irrelevant. I just want to be sure that you see it. If you haven't already, you could rent it for $2.99 on Amazon. $2.99. It's cheaper than the theaters, right? Please enjoy these Southern tea cakes with a pot of your favorite tea. That must be this. Southern tea cakes. Oh, I'm making a mess already, am I not? All right. Southern tea cakes. I can open this. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, that's incredible. This is a Southern tea cake. Look at this. Oh, they smell delicious. Look at those cookies. Show me this. And then she sent us tea as well. Earl Grey cream. I've never heard of Earl Grey cream.
Neither have I.
Oh, that's amazing. You've got to smell this. And then what's this one? This one is, oh my goodness. I've never seen tea served in anything like this. This is called caramel nut. Oh my, smell this one. Doesn't, you know, Mr. Livingston really loves tea. For a German man.
Quite nice.
You'd think he'd drink coffee. He drinks tea. All right. These are not to be confused with scones. No, I know. Scones are different. I used my nanny's old recipe, and I made half of them cranberry orange and the other half ginger lemon. I also provide a sampling of 2 of my favorite teas as well. Earl Grey cream and caramel nut. They smell delicious. All you need is boiling water and a cup. Please check out my cottage business, Texas Tea, Have Tea Will Travel. Texas Tea, Have Tea Will Travel. What a great name for a business. I was inspired to make these cards for you all. Truly hope you enjoy them. They were fun to design and make. In my spare time, I make cards, and I sell them to raise funds for the Walk to End Alzheimer's at Viv's Cards for a Cause on Facebook. Oh, I almost forgot. I hope that the Edward Gorey Dracula Toy Theater brings some joy to Miss Tangella. What's she talking about? Show me. What is it? Oh, how lovely. You know, we've got this event that they hold once a year. It's for the Edward Gorey, what's it called in San Francisco? It's the big ball, the Victorian ball type thing. I think it's called the Victorian ball, but it's all Edward Gorey. Let's see. I just love your gorgeous home. It does look ever so cozy. Have you a spare room? Anytime for you. I wouldn't eat much. I'd keep you in tea cakes and tea sandwiches, and cards, I hope. Thanks for all you do and provide me with a new obsession to binge watch. Well, thank you, Vivian. That was a wonderful box of wonderful treats, and we will enjoy them immediately in this other card.
Tea soup.
I absolutely adore everything about you. You are special and gifted. You know, she is gifted, but not in the best ways.
She is indeed special.
Explosives and things like this. All right, is that it? No more mail?
That's it.
All right. If you'd like to send us something in the email, send it to the address you see here. Or if you'd like to send us a wonderful box of cookies and tea, or what else did we get today? Other things. No, but do not send us a request to meet the girl at Whole Foods. Send it to this address here. Anyways, we're going to get back to the film. Don't you dare go away. We'll see you soon.
Viscera is partially translucent, generally green in color. It appears that there is no digestive tract whatsoever. In the upper torso, look, I see it. There appears to be 2 separate sets of lungs. What we would normally call the abdominal cavity is divided into 4 compartments. Jesus. Each seems to contain identical organs. In the midsection, about 20 centimeters above the crotch, there's a bulbous, sinewy organ laced with veins like a human placenta.
Dr. Cottrell, 2-7. Dr. Cottrell, 2-7.
Apparently they gained access through level 2, which was not reactivated. One of the old ventilation shafts hadn't been sealed.
Well, how the hell did that happen?
It wasn't on the blueprint, sir.
Jesus Christ.
What now?
Well, what do we got on these people?
Robert Sinclair, 25, musician, divorced, living alone. And Iris Isley Longacre, 22, single, artist, living alone in Silver Lake.
Sounds made to order.
One problem. The girl comes from a great deal of money. There's a possibility of private investigators.
I don't give a damn if she's the Queen of Sheba. She's living alone. She disappeared, right?
Yes, sir.
I'd contact Harmon, tell him we've got 2 more.
Milt, why are you taking this kind of risk?
We got enough bodies already. Are they fit to travel?
Well, we had to give the girl a sedative, but the guy's okay.
All right, let's get on it. Anything else?
Yes. How were these people finally discovered?
Approximately 2120, Sergeant Cohn and Corporal Hewitt heard a woman scream in the vicinity of E Corridor, level 4. They sounded the alarm, proceeded to investigate. The screams led them to the cable spreading room.
You mean she screamed before they found her?
Yes, sir.
Why?
We don't know, sir.
Open it up. Get out! Go on. You two, get out! Go on. Don't be afraid.
Damn it, where's Iris?
She's a few rooms down the hall. Okay, put it down. I need to ask you about a couple of things. Answer one question, and I'll arrange for you to see her as soon as she wakes up, all right? Robert, listen to me. Why did Iris scream? Was she frightened by the soldiers? Then what frightened her?
I don't know.
Hey, hiya, Frank. What's the matter, Frank? Huh? What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, huh? Let me take a look. Come on, let me take a look. Wait a minute, Frank. Those tunnels have been plugged.
If you put it on the main channel.
We're all set.
All right, bring her in.
Look, Milt, I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm convinced that she knows something.
You'd better be right, Fern. Once you bring her in here, she's all ours.
I know.
And her boyfriend, too.
That's right.
Oh, what are we gonna do? We've got to know.
Doctor?
Yes, I'll take care of her. Breathe. Breathe. Go on, breathe. Pick her up. Lift her into the chair. You all right?
They want to know what you've done with their friend. The one you call Alpha.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Secretary! Mr. Secretary! Colonel Udorn has been trying to reach you. Who? Colonel Udorn, sir.
Honcho, this is Pinball. We have a top priority scramble for the Eagle.
He's tied up, Pinball. We'll get back to you.
Negative, Honcho. This is a war emergency.
We copy. Stand by. Digital step 29er, Papa Tango.
Mr. President?
Go ahead, we're clear.
This is Colonel Udorn, sir, Air Force Special Studies Group. General Ward has asked me to inform you that the visitors have recovered. What? Visitors have recovered, sir.
You shouldn't have brought your briefcase.
Why not?
You'll see. Taking my briefcase with me into Los Alamos in 1943. It's still there.
In July of this year, the United States Army was conducting top-secret tests of the MB-2 tank-mounted laser at Hunter Liggett Military Reservation. During the third series of tests on July 23 at approximately 22:30 GMT, several military and civilian employees present noted a luminous object hovering over Nacimiento Pass at a distance of about 6,000 yards. The event was also noted by the OC, who then directed the civilian test crew to fire the laser at the object. This was done. There were several blinding flashes, then the object wavered and fell nearly perpendicular. The area was immediately cordoned off. Radiation and health physics teams were flown in and the DIA notified. Upon inspection, the object appeared to be an alien craft built by intelligent beings with an unknown source of power. More significantly, it contained the remains of 4 humanoid creatures who were apparently operating the craft.
They're in a dormant state. That's the best characterization I have for it, gentlemen.
How did you manage to miss this? Rudy Pavich did a complete set of autoencephalographs on Delta and Gamma to determine the structure of their nervous system. There was absolutely nothing in the range associated with human brainwaves. However, after the incident with the girl, he looked elsewhere in the spectrum. He found long-wave signals emanating from the brains of all 3 creatures.
Have you been able to translate any of these signals?
No. We couldn't use the Signal Corps or the CIA cryptographic people, so we brought Dr. Seide here from Langley. He's setting up now. Do you have anything yet, Arthur?
It's an interesting pattern. They seem to generate their signals in bunches, like satellite transmissions. We just started the breakdown.
How soon will you have something?
Who knows? Never seen anything like this before.
Well, the one thing that bothers me about all this a great deal is why is it that they'll only communicate with this girl?
Well, apparently they'll communicate with anyone, Milt. She's the only one who hears them.
Why is she so receptive to these things?
She's a twin, for one thing.
What the doctor means is that there have been numerous studies that suggest some kind of thought perception or telepathic phenomena between twins.
What about the boy?
I don't think he has anything to do with it. He seems to be along for the ride. But with the girl, there are a number of curious things. First of all, she's almost always in a meditated state. Her brain doesn't have any background noise.
What do you mean, background noise?
Well, you see, with most of us, there's always some kind of thought pattern rattling around inside of our heads, even when we're asleep. Look at this. When she's actually not talking, her mind slips automatically into the alpha state.
Yeah. So what?
I don't know. It's possible she's just a unique human being with an unusually quiet mind.
There's also the possibility that she's one of them.
Not one of them. Maybe in league with them. Wittingly or unwittingly.
Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
I don't understand this. Why are they trying to contact me about my extended car warranty?
I don't know. The Bentley comes with an extended warranty, inclusive.
Well, but these blokes are saying I should buy more.
It's a scam.
It's a scam?
Yes.
So they would not fix my car?
No, they try to sell you something and then it's invalid.
Oh. Don't sign up for anything that you don't know about unless you have Livingston to advise you. Anyways, we're coming back from Wavelength, a wonderful film. You're still liking it, right? No enthusiasm here. At least she likes it. You know, she's got this special monkey out, so when she has a special monkey out, it means she likes the film. I think that's...
It's far from fabulous.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's difficult to operate this show without an actual guest because I have to deal with these two. She doesn't talk. He just grumbles the whole time.
I do not grumble.
No, the only one who speaks to me is Andrew, and it's always bad news. Some toilet's gone out of commission or something like this. So, but, you know, he was telling me that there's a couple of events coming up in Bodega Bay. There's like the farmer's market.
Farmer's market is coming up
farmer's
in
market,
June.
you know. It's nice to be able to buy things from a farmer.
Fresh organic produce.
No, you could say, you know, sir, was this tomato handled gingerly when it was picked? Yeah, you cannot ask a basic grocer these questions, but the actual farmer who picked it, right? And yeah, she likes a seafood festival too. We have a seafood festival here, and you know what she does? She buys all the crabs, and she sets them free.
Rather odd, that.
No, well, you know, the problem is she needs to set them free in the ocean, not where everyone is walking around drinking wine and buying hot dogs.
Oh.
Right. No. Because, you know, my theory is that every animal in the sea is an animal on land as well. So a crab is a spider on land. A lobster is a scorpion on land.
Arachnids. I see where you're going with this.
Right, and like a seal, a harbor seal, is a dog. It's the sea version of a dog. Urf. No. All right. Well, you know, see, this is what I go through when we don't have a guest. I have to like find something to talk to these guys about, and they're like not very good conversationalists. Anyways, let's say we get back to this film, right?
Yes, let's do that quickly.
All right, back to Wavelength, and when we come back from the break, we'll have Andrew up here. Don't go away.
Over so we can get at that valve and fix it once and for all.
They need light. They need light.
Do you understand anything else?
No.
Is that all they're saying, or is that all you can understand?
They need light.
Ben? They're photosynthetic. All they need is sunlight. That's all.
Disconnector. Well, that's it for today. You must be tired.
You bastards!
Captain Hinsdale, 27. Captain Hinsdale, 27.
It is cut!
Look, Vern, morality doesn't even enter into this. These things aren't even human.
Morality aside, we don't have any choice but to revive these things. You understand that? Do you realize that we have 3 incredible data banks down there just waiting to be heated up?
And once we heat them up, what makes you so sure we'll be the ones asking the questions?
Okay, gentlemen. The president wants a recommendation on this thing one way or the other. He's also going to want your personal judgments. Now, we set up a scrambler conversation for, what time?
0430.
It's about 30 minutes from now. Now, gentlemen, before you talk to the president, we got something we want to show you. Jim?
Gentlemen, this is a report from the crash site at Hunter Liggett. It got here yesterday, but because of a security foul-up, we just got it an hour ago. Lights. Slide 1 is the crash site on 24 July after removal of their vehicle. For a distance of 200 meters from ground zero, all vegetation died immediately. As of 3 days ago, the area of desolation has increased 70%.
Was there any evidence of mutation in new plant growth?
There was no new plant growth. Certain experiments were conducted on the soil itself, which now seems to have a lethal quality. The soil samples seem quite normal in all respects, but everything planted died immediately.
Is the soil radioactive?
Slightly, but not enough to account for all this. Lights.
Here's what I think.
Milt. I think we should consider moving the little bastards out of here.
Put them on a truck and drive them through central Los Angeles?
Well, that's how we got them in here.
Yeah, but when we brought them in, we didn't know they were alive.
My guess is he's an unemployed rock musician.
Dodgers are ahead by 3.
Can you show me anything in the regulations that allows the duty officer to be listening to the ballgame?
Sorry, sir.
Code this.
Yes, sir.
Attention, UDORN, Air Force Special Studies Group, Unaclete. Request one-way passage for Sinclair, Robert, earliest possible. I want confirmation.
Oh, sir, are you returning to level 6?
What is it?
Well, this just came in for General Ward. Oh, that's an eyes-only message for the General.
I'm the Chief of Intelligence here, Junior. I'll decide who sees what if it's all the same here. This came in 30 minutes ago.
Waiting to see if there was anything else to go down.
Son of a bitch.
We just got a report from the crash site. Of the 34 witnesses that we isolated, 11 have already died and the rest are sick. Hinsdale, seal off the base.
Yes, sir.
Magruder, assemble a list of everybody that's been down on level 7.
Milt, that includes almost all of us.
Yeah. Stern, let's go.
My God, General Hunt. Did he say seal the base?
Attention, attention. The base is being sealed as a precautionary measure. No vertical traffic, repeat. No vertical traffic. Remain on the present level. The base is being sealed as a precautionary measure. No vertical traffic. Remain on the present level.
Let's assume for a moment that these creatures are some kind of an advanced guard. Now, if that's the case, then we let ourselves in for an incredible trap.
He's right. If they're reading our minds, they have access to our most sensitive security information. They know everything.
What are you talking about? They're the space travelers, remember? Some civilization we can't even dream of. Wherever they came from, they certainly didn't come down here to steal our ideas.
Where do you think the girl fits in?
I think she's just a bright girl who happens to pay attention.
I suppose you think these creatures are here for their health.
Possible.
What's the matter with you, Snidey? Fascinated by their language, you forgot about all those corpses?
Sir, we're under alert, sir.
Come on, open the door.
Lip print, sir.
All right, we know they're lethal, but maybe it's not their fault.
You're worse than Cottrell. Anything for an experiment.
Where's Cottrell?
He's not here, General. He's ill.
Ill?
He said he wasn't feeling well. He went up to sick bay about an hour ago.
Stern.
Sir.
Secure this area, clear all these people out, seal the lab.
Yes, sir.
All right, men, you heard him. Everybody out now. Come on, move. Come on. You two, soldier, out. No vertical traffic. Repeat, no vertical traffic. You, come here. Guys, come with me.
General, we may not have very much time. The autopsy was performed on Alpha less than 72 hours ago. There were 6 men in that operating room. 5 of them are already dead.
His throat is closed.
Well, what can we do about it?
I don't know what it is. It's not airborne. That autopsy was performed in an anaerobic chamber. It has nothing to do with proximity. Bob Forrest was observing from the gallery on the other side of the glass. He died 45 minutes ago.
Jesus Christ, how can I have been so stupid? Have those ventilator shafts been shut?
15 minutes ago. We're on emergency oxygen now. We've got about 6 hours left.
From the looks of things, it's not going to make any difference anyway. Listen, sealing the base isn't the answer. We got to make sure those things stay down there. I want that goddamn lab to become a tomb.
His throat is closed. Get ready for a train.
We've got construction equipment up on 4. We could fill the bottom of the elevator shafts with rubble and cover it with concrete.
Good, let's get on it.
Hi, this is Renata from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I randomly found your show on YouTube and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Keep up the good work, guys, and come over to Canada sometime.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Miss Tangella. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you. Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We're watching Wavelength 1983. Andrew has joined us because he likes films like this. No, I think he and I are the only ones in this household who like films like this because, you know, they're entertaining, right?
Yeah.
And then you and I are both rather fond of the 80s. So,
True.
Right, 80s was a good time for us. This was for me financially. Anyways, this film we'll get back to in a moment. But so, what have you been up to, Andrew?
I think I finally got a way to get back at old Whozits for giving me so many problems.
Oh, is it Tangela we speak of?
Yes.
What?
So I captured her speaking and jumping around and frolicking all over the place.
You recorded it?
I recorded it. And I figured I could put the clip, sell it on eBay or Craigslist or something like that. And
you know, that could be potential death sentence for you if she finds out about this.
She's not going to find out.
No, you know, I would suggest, and it's, you know, you do what you wish. However, you know, there's certain things that anger her beyond anger. And that might be one of them. You know, she does not like being filmed when she speaks. You know, it happens all the time. I'll speak and I'm here. Come do this thing with me on camera, and she'll say no. Or if she sees the record lights on, she shall shake her head no. So it's an issue she has. I don't think you should take advantage of it for your own health.
She didn't see the camera, so if she didn't see it, then it didn't happen.
Well, you know, she's got spies around here. It's true. Anyways, everything else all right?
Yeah.
Keep 'em busy?
Yeah.
All right.
So far, everything's still holding together for the moment.
And the third floor loo is operational again.
Everything's working at the moment.
No. It's nice to have a house full of toilets that operate.
Yes.
No. Because, you know, the way I measure wealth is not by how many homes or how many cars or, you know, how much money somebody has. It's how many functional toilets they own.
Well, you're good right now.
No, I am good. I've got quite
Completely
a few
flush.
functional loos. All right, what do you say we get back to this film?
Sounds good.
All right, off we go back to Wavelength, and we'll be back shortly. Stick around.
Nothing, just routine. Now, come on, Iris, we're taking you someplace safer.
Safer than what? What's happening? Where's Cottrell?
Dr. Cottrell is tied up, Iris.
I want to see Bobby. Where are you taking me? I'm not going anywhere until I see the son of a bitch that runs this cave.
Take her, Sergeant.
Damn it! Bobby!
What difference does it make? Get the boy.
All Section 3 personnel report to the cryo lab. All Section 3 personnel report to the cryo lab.
Are you okay, Bobby?
You son of a bitch. Hey, pal, you can't do this. You think you're dealing with some goddamn hippie, right? I got connections, buddy. I'll see your ass in court.
Okay. Look, I've arranged for the two of you to be together from now on. Move them out. Come on.
Hey, lighten up, man!
Iris, what's going on here?
You mean the alarms? I don't know.
No, I mean, what's going on in this place? What is this place?
Do you know about the aliens?
What? They look like children.
They're a lot older than we are.
This is what you were hearing.
And get that second Bobcat into operation. Go.
Right, sir.
Bring it on in.
Sergeant!
You two. Get down to the junction box, 427. Get it open, bridge the cables, and get those doors open.
Yes,
Let's go.
sir.
Move.
What are you afraid of?
They're afraid people would freak out if they found out about this.
Yeah. Yeah, the government can handle it, but we can't, right? They ought to take them out of those freezers.
The Air Force is afraid that they might take over the planet.
Will they?
If you could go anywhere in the universe, would you come to this loony bin to set up a plantation?
There's got to be a reason, Iris. The Air Force doesn't do this kind of thing for nothing.
You musicians never read the newspapers, do you?
Iris, come on. There's got to be a reason.
Jesus Christ, Bobby! Don't you understand what's happening here?
What the hell was that?
Got intruders on 6.
What?
I get no response from security on level 6.
General.
Ward here.
General, we've had a 15-degree temperature drop in here in the last couple of minutes. They must have broken out.
All right, get on here right away. Bring your man. Round up everybody you can. Cover the main exit. Shoot anything that moves.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys, let's get the hell out of here.
Don't touch them! This is Delta, Gamma, and Beta. They're not from around here.
Is that a fact?
Look out!
I understand your situation, General. Isn't it
General?
arrested?
If this autopsy is right, we should be able to kill him with ordinary weapons. They have vital organs here, and the head. They'll succumb to gunshot or shrapnel.
We've got to find them first.
General, it's Clay Ball. He's got the governor on the line. What can we tell him?
Here, I've got something. How about this? The kidnapped children were undergoing treatment for a highly contagious and possibly fatal disease.
I can't put that out, Magruder. You're going to have a stampede.
It's got to be something like that.
Governor, General Ward.
Look out, will you, Frank? You got a dime?
Police! You goddamn weenie waggers. You believe this, Rick, messing with children?
Guests of the show stay at Hotel E on Courthouse Square in Santa Rosa. Portions of this program are brought to you by Micromat, making products that keep your Macintosh running at its best.
Pull one stop and push one note.
Fleming, at last. When the hell are you going to get rid of that answering machine? Tim, will you listen to me? I need help.
Look what I found.
I don't think they're gonna wear anything, Bobby.
Iris, they gotta put something on. We can't run around with 3 naked kids, not even in Hollywood.
No, they won't cover their skin.
God damn it, baby, they got it.
Watch it, Bobby. Don't threaten him.
Fleming, let's go to my dig in the Mojave. And stay off the freeways. Whose truck?
You remember, Warren. We worked together on that claim over by El Paso Mountain.
Where's your truck?
Broken axle. It's up in Inyo.
Now listen, Fleming, we don't want to talk to nobody.
Ligate Oscar says...
I don't feel so good.
Well, you should lay down, for God's sakes. You have to rest.
Temperature in Hollywood is 74 degrees, going down to an overnight low of 68. Now here's more on that kidnapping from Laurie McCall in Mobile 14.
Charlie, we don't know any more specifics about the 3 children who were kidnapped or the young couple who allegedly kidnapped them. But I can tell you, I haven't seen anything like this since the SLA shootout. The police have completely cordoned off the area from Laurel Canyon west to Coldwater. So if you're traveling in that area, I would suggest you plan to take an alternate route. Live from Hollywood, Mobile 14.
Why can't I stay here?
Father, everything's going to be all right. We're just going to use your church for a while. I realize that you're very concerned. I realize you're concerned.
People die down there.
Bring the light over here.
Definitely ready.
Sijo. Sijo, to isn't. Then I. Tack ut henne. Dundee. Sijo. Ah.
Hey! Bobby's sick!
Warren, Hula. Just in start, huh?
We have to do something.
Long.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
You know, it's actually behaving today. You know, I should grow a beard as well. How long does it take for this?
Couple weeks.
4 weeks. It would take me 17 years to get a beard like that. It doesn't grow on my face. It will not stop growing out of the top of my head, but I cannot grow anything on my face.
Maybe cut some of it and paste it on or something.
That's, I was thinking that. There's people that I know who have full beards and nothing up here. Certain somebody we both know, I think. But no, I cannot grow anything here. I think it was a birth defect. Speaking of defects, what is it with the alien children? Those aren't actors. They found some babies to be on the film to portray aliens.
It's not exactly original. I think Spielberg did it in Close Encounters, didn't he?
He did. No, all those little people were children. Because they walk like children. They had a certain patter to their gaits. All right. Well, anyways, it's still a fun movie, right? I mean, it would have been worse if they would have done some type of CGI with like an adult where they make them miniature. What are you doing?
Where's my phone?
I don't have your bloody phone. So, in the effects on this film, don't worry about your bloody phone. You misplaced it. You went to the loo. It's probably in the loo.
Let's hope so.
This man would lose his own head if it was not attached by his neck. Or his hat. He's always losing his hat. So, if the hat was attached.
There's a difference between losing it and having it stolen.
All right. Well, I think that's my cue to get back to this film. We will see you at the end of it. Please don't go away.
I wish I had my harmonica.
You're such a traditionalist.
Hey, Iris, can you tell what I'm thinking right now?
I think I could figure it out.
No, I mean, can you read my mind?
No.
How can you hear them?
Well, their thoughts are focused. They have tremendous concentration.
Well, I can't hear them.
You're not listening.
Water!
You stay here, okay?
Okay.
Water! Where the hell have you been? Here. 3 swallows apiece.
Are we short of water?
No, we're not short of water, and that's the way I want to keep it. I don't know how long we're going to be able to stay here. Sure as hell can't go anyplace else.
How long have they been gone?
About an hour. Take it that long to get out there.
Why'd they go to the middle of the valley?
They get a much better view of the Panamint Mountains.
Besides, they say they can't think straight when they're around us.
If they get all their energy from the sun, how'd they stay alive in the freezers?
Well, they suck the energy from everything around them. The walls, the wires, the buildings.
And the people.
Yes.
Where's Magruder? Colonel? Where's General Ward? He's asleep. What is it? NASA thinks they got a lead. Danny, tell them to let us know when they have it.
No, sir, this seemed fairly hot. One of our scanning satellites picked up some unexpected signals out in the Mojave Desert.
Hang on.
Do they have names?
Not like we do. Their names are their whole history.
I mean, they say hello, and you get their whole life in one lump?
Like that.
Save a lot of time on dates. Do they eat?
No, they don't eat. They absorb all the nutrients through their skin and their lungs.
If they don't eat and they don't talk, how come they still have mouths?
Vestigial organs. Leftovers from the good old days. Now they just use their mouths for sex.
You're kidding, right?
See here, this is a copy of a satellite photograph taken in 1800. And this is a copy of an infrared scan that just came in. Here and here. These are definitely life forms.
Thank God.
Couldn't be better. Right out in the middle of the goddamn desert. Yeah, maybe luck's on our side for a change.
General, authorization for tactical weapons.
Should I give the word?
All right. We'll attack at first light.
No, why wait?
No, I want absolute confirmation. I don't want to go in there and blow up a lot of sand and find out there's nobody there.
How about this? We got Army units at Fort Irwin. We chopper them in the other side of the mountain. By dawn, they can be in position to spot for an airstrike.
General, I think this is a terrible mistake. Well, supposing Cottrell were right. Supposing they are friendly.
All right, if they were friendly, why is Cottrell dead?
Gusto ka ni dyan eh. Nästan hände ju låsa. Han är lång.
They're surprised we've lasted as long as we have.
Does that mean we have a chance?
Still kicking, you got a chance.
Well, can't they do something?
What?
I mean, don't they gotta report to somebody?
They're just tourists.
Can you see the star they came from?
They like your music, by the way.
What do you mean?
The Munchkins.
They haven't heard my music.
Well, you think about music, don't you?
All the time.
Well, they hear it. And they like your music. So do I. I like your music.
Hey.
They've been there for a while.
Oh, God, Iris.
Well, they've seen us at our worst. Why can't they see us at our best?
This is embarrassing.
Yeah. They see that's half our problem. They're leaving.
Huh?
They're saying goodbye.
Where are they going?
I don't know. They say we should stay here.
May the force be with you.
Oh, Jesus, Bobby.
Hairstyling for the show was provided by Restoration Hair in Santa Rosa.
This is China Control. We have an unspecified target along the eastern slope of the Panamint Mountains in Death Valley. As soon as we get a little light on the subject, the target will be indicated by ground spotters. We want maximum impact. You'll be using everything you've got.
China Control, this is 6 Gun, holding 1-5 west of Death Valley at flight level 2-1.
6 Gun, this is Goblin. I'm closing on you, 2 miles in trail. You got any idea what this is all about?
Not a clue, Goblin.
We have 3 flights of 116s at 30,000 out of Palmdale here. The advanced units of the 502nd are in position along this ridge. The backup units are airborne out of Edwards, and it'll be dawn in 28 minutes.
By God, General, this is madness.
This is 6 Gun lead. Goblin flight, arm your weapons.
Roger, bring him up, boys.
2-9.
Breeze hot.
6 Gun will take the lead with fragmentation. Goblin flight, follow in with the heavy stuff.
This is Coondog, in position at the ridge.
We copy, Coondog. This is 6 Gun, on station, on vector. You should have light in a couple of minutes.
6 Gun, this is Goblin. I've got problems with my radar. We're picking up something strange over the target area.
What the hell is this? Coondog, this is 6 Gun. Let's take a look.
Okay, Layton.
Abort your run. Pull up. Jesus Christ. Look at that son of a bitch. You must be 2 miles across.
God damn. Goblin flight. Whole formation. What is it?
Get a grip on yourself. Describe it.
Where the hell did it come from?
Holy shit, that's closing up. Break away, break away.
Don't be ridiculous. They wouldn't be out there in the middle of the desert unless they had some sort of countermeasures.
He's right. If we fire missiles at them, they're going to blow up right in our faces. We just can't surrender, for Christ's sake.
6 Gun, what do you say we get the hell out of here?
This is 6 Gun. We're gonna run up the mountain a few miles and give this sucker a little room.
You got any ideas, Sidey?
The girl, of course. She's got to be out there. Got to get word through her that the Secretary of Defense or somebody like that is willing to talk to them personally.
Milt, that's the Joint Chiefs.
Do it, Milt. God damn it. If we go belly up without firing a shot, they'll chew us to pieces.
Just into the KMPC newsroom, unscheduled military maneuvers took place this morning in the Mojave Desert as part of a training exercise. According to Air Force spokesman Colonel James Magruder, reports of seismic activity and power blackouts in the desert region can be attributed to the testing of new equipment in conjunction with these maneuvers.
Headhunter.
In other news, the Governor's Commission on
That's what those little guys should mark on their maps about this place. Beware, headhunters.
Well, at least they ain't going to be sending us any missionaries.
What do you think they're going to do to us?
Not a damn thing. Right now, Iris, all he wants to do is keep our mouths shut.
Bobby was right. For the Air Force, it was back to business as usual. And the whole thing would go down in the books as just another unconfirmed UFO sighting. But for the rest of us, well, we all spend a lot of time these days looking up at the night sky. Bobby's afraid we'll never see them again, but I'm not so sure. Like I said, I have a sense about some things.
And so ends Wavelength. You know, I was not expecting the giant ball from Starman to come pick up the little alien kids.
I think they were used props.
They would use props?
Reuse.
Oh, well, you think it's an actual prop? Because it just looks like a giant silver Christmas ball, right? Now, there's no engines, there's no propellers. I mean, it could be, you know, it could like work with some kind of anti-gravity drive.
Electromagnetic.
No, well, you know, anti-gravity drive is something you would want to reuse because it's difficult to recreate that every time. Right? I don't know. Anyways, pretty good film. We might show it again in a year or 2 or 3.
I hope not.
Why did you not like this film?
It was not quite believable.
Not believable? Why is it not believable? It's
Bald
just
children and strange alien crafts.
Well, of course there's bald children and strange alien craft, but who's to say that life on another planet is not comprised of aliens? Right? No?
They would be aliens, actually.
Right. But alien children.
That is the difficulty.
That is difficult. You know, he's no fun when it comes to analysing films. I should get like a real film expert here to discuss these things. Maybe.
Thank you.
I don't know. Anyways, that's all we've got for you tonight. Thank you, Mr. Livingston, for being a guest. Thank you, Ms. Tangella, for being a guest, and Andrew. And we will have a different guest, a real guest, next week, promise. I think it's a pretty good one if I can get her. And we'll have a different movie. And we're going to have all kinds of fun, not like this grumble fest I have with these two. Thank you for watching the show. We love you. Don't forget that, and have a fun rest of your weekend. So, Livingston,
yes.
You know, Andrew has a birthday coming up. I think we should try to do something for him. Any suggestions?
Perhaps you can buy him a new phone.